And then it's got a mirror right
It's got a
behind
mirror
it
that you can fucking talk to.
that slides
It's
down.
got a sliding back of a fucking door, and that fucking camera pointed at it for some reason. It's pretty much telling us that that's a tree of temptation. In disguise. And I reckon, in due course, that will slide down, and it will turn into a clear panel probably, and the tree will probably be behind it, or something like that.
Stood there.
Yeah. And you'll be able to talk to it eventually, but it won't be revealed until week 6. And when you said that someone knew a secret, I don't believe they knew I don't believe he knew the secret before he came in. I believe he's found out the secret and he's not allowed to reveal.
But I think he knew he was coming in here for a different reason.
But he wants us to start thinking about it.
Well, Big Brother wants us to start
thinking about it, yeah.
But then that would suggest that he's totally working for Big Brother.
I think he is. I'm not. I think he applied just like everybody else. I don't think they found him. I don't think he's part of the production team. I think
I think they scouted him out of everybody.
But I think they've come up with the idea that they were looking for someone that could do the job, and he fitted the criteria. There's no tombola. If there was a tombola,
that was crap. The tombola was crap. Because you're trying to tell me there was 60 mole, 70 mole outfits there in everyone's size, in everyone's size, and like as soon as there was just a mole outfit, the perfectly fitted Mario. Oh, and a microphone with his name on the bottom of it and his number on there. It's a load of bull. There was only one thing in that tombola, if there was a tombola, and that was Mario.
And I don't think there was a fucking tombola.
Exactly.
Because they would want the audience to know what was going on. So why would they bother mocking up this thing at the beginning? They'd say, right, Corin was the last one in, right? Send Corin in, shut the doors, great. We're all sitting in here, having a bit of champagne, lovely. Yeah. While Davina's staying outside, and we've got okay, here's another thing I heard before I came in. I heard there were going to be the 80 to 90 housemaids. And then everyone on the forums, because I did look on the forums, were going, well, that's crap, that's not a twist. And then it was revealed by one of the producers that there would be a much bigger twist to the series, or to the beginning of the series. Yeah, it was planned all along, and it was always going to be Mario.
Yeah. So then you ask, is Mario someone that applied and was then selected by them to carry out the task? Or is Mario someone that works with them?
No, he's been selected he's applied the same as everyone else. I believe that.
What I would like to kind of get out of him over the next few days, without seeming too obvious, is how much he knows about the working of TV shows and stuff. How much, because the way he talks, but then I kind of talk like this as well. We talk about editing and this kind of stuff. He knows a lot about that kind of stuff. And I mean, he knows the same amount as I do, but I work in that industry. He's a fashion designer. Why does he know so much? But at the moment, I am veering towards that he did apply, but he's known for quite a long time what he was being sent in here to do.
Which is slightly different to how we got in, yeah?
Yeah. Because I didn't know for definite until my name was called that night. And, I highly doubt that was quite the same for everybody, but I don't know.
I pretty much knew I was coming in without actually being told that I was coming in.
I had a sneaking suspicion too, but...
Yeah. Because I told you, didn't I? Right. I was pretty sure I was coming in.
Even the way they were acting the entire way through the process. Why, when you've got 80 to 90 people, why bother? Why are they chasing me? Do you know what I mean? They don't need that extra person.
And I felt the same as well.
Shut up about that, because I'll fucking probably steal her food or something.
Wow.
I've been warned enough times.
It's a bit crazy, isn't it? Oh, Mario, bless his little heart. There's something going on with him.
If it comes out that we're right about this, I've got to give that guy a round of applause, man. Because he's lasted... I think I started getting real suspicions about 2 days ago. Where, yeah, it was the day of the glue and tape task. As soon as he told me and Kiva about the tree, I just got biggest
So what did he say to you about the tree?
He came, well, the day before, he came to us, we were sitting in the bath, or by the bath. He was like, oh, I've got a secret, and it's just doing my head in, and I really want to tell you. And if I get evicted on Friday, I will, which obviously, you know, aroused our suspicion. So he knew we would hound him about it. He knew especially I would. Then yesterday when we were, yesterday when we were laying in bed, and I was in a real pissy mood, standard, he came up and he was like, hi guys, everyone's boring me, can I talk to you? And I was like, no. And I got out of bed and sat in the wardrobe. And that's when he told Kiva something about the tree. He just said that he'd seen the tree, left it at that. Kiva told me, we're again sitting in the bathroom, and he came in and told us that while he was on the mole task, he met the tree in person. It's a living thing, blah, 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 blah. Left the room. We were having a conversation about the tree. He came and opened the door and said, you're close. You're very, very close. And just walked out again.
Yeah, and they would have given him a sturdy warning. Do not fucking mention anything about the Tree of Temptation or anything as long as you're in the house. That's the deal, that you stay in the house. But he hasn't. He's let out little bits of secret. And we've got to remember that we think we're knowing secrets, but we don't. Because everything we say is going straight back to them. They can hear everything.
And the thing is, it's weird when he came out of the diary room and said to an entire group of people, I'm not allowed to talk about the Tree of Temptation anymore, when supposedly you were the only one that knew and we were the only ones that knew. So why would he say it in front of Sunshine and all these people? Now, what I want to ask you guys is think back to the day when we were lined up, usual suspect style. I think they knew, because we loved Mario, whether we thought he was the mole or not, I think they knew we weren't going to put his name down in the majority. Because they'd said, you know, he would have been evicted.
Yeah.
But did they tell us before we wrote the names down that the person would be evicted? Or did they tell us afterwards?
Before.
Before. They knew that we were going to pick Sunshine.
And that's why I was a little bit peeved with Jovan, because he put Sunshine down and got me to put Sunshine down, saying that he thought she was the mole. So it was obvious. It was before we wrote the names on the thing.
I just think they knew. They knew we wouldn't evict him. Because he's such a lovable chap, do you know what I mean? This really
And he was turning the tears on, wasn't he?
He was turning the tears on. He turned the tears on like twice during that day.
Yeah. Because we were onto him. I was right onto him. And then I had people tell me to back down because he was turning the tears on.
Yeah, I was told to back off as well. Sunshine was told to back off.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, when he cried during that quiz, I actually had to go at him in the kitchen. I was like, don't even be making out that we're bullying you or picking on you, blah, blah, blah. It's a joke, take a joke. And then he apologised to me and then cried again. So obviously I'm going to turn around, you know, I may be a bitch, but I haven't got a heart of stone, do you know what I mean? So I turned around and I'm like, okay, blah, blah, blah. He had to keep everyone sweet. And like I said, I do genuinely believe that his sweet nature is real. I believe that.
Yeah, I do too. I think he's doing a task.
Yeah.
I think he's been on one big task since he got here. He's been told to leak certain information to certain people.
Who are the nosiest bastards here? Probably me and you.
Probably.
As soon as we get a sniff of something, we're like, all over it, and we're probably...
And me and you are the most interested in knowing especially what's going on. So he's been told, and maybe he wasn't told to tell you directly because it would have been too obvious. If he had gone to you and then me, it would have been obvious that he's told the two people that, but he didn't. He told Kiva, knowing that.
She would tell.
And then he told me directly. And the weird thing about it is me, because I'm the only one probably in the whole house that never ever questioned him about his parents. Nothing. I didn't say one word. As only the fact that I'm sleeping in his bed.
So he wouldn't feel the need to explain anything to you
No,
because you didn't
I didn't know
question him?
shit. I didn't say nothing. Not a word.
What I would love to know is how this task is going to because it's got to come to a conclusion at some point. What is this leading to? Because I have a feeling it's not going to be very nice. And what I want to know is, if we catch him out, if we can get some evidence
What is the
beforehand-
tree of temptation? What do you do with it?
Just,
Ask
from what I
us.
can gather, it just tells you to do things. But what I want to, like, do you have a choice?
Oh.
Can you say, no, I'm not doing it? Can
I think you can. Because I think in the last series, it was telling people to like put salt in food, and if you do that, you'll get this. But they were saying, no, I'm not going to do that.